Ghana's coast holds a number of significant historical monuments such as forts and castles. Environmentalists warn of a looming disaster as the raging sea is eating up the land and posing serious threat to these facilities. About 2 meters of the shoreline is swallowed by the sea annually due to unregulated illegal beach sand winning. Hundreds of youth at Kolegono near end their incomes pillaging the sandy white beaches of Ghana's coastline. Here are excerpts of Joy Prime's latest documentary, Accra Galamsey, produced by Emmanuel Jivenu, exploring the impact of illegal beach sand winning on the existential threat of climate change and rising sea levels.
The existential threat to lives and property along the coast, also of grave concern, is beach sand mining.
Yes, no warriors for you. Yeah, be our Galamsey. Yes, our rare Accra Galamsey for you.
Interestingly, some people living along the coast are now seeing sand as their Galamsey, or sand winning as their Galamsey, which is very unfortunate.
The increasing threats from coastline erosion was one of the factors that influenced the relocation of the presidency from the Christianborg Castle to the Jubilee House in 2013. Currently, the Christianborg Castle is facing serious erosion, with portions of the wall facing the sea falling off.
Several areas along the coast, not just Christianborg Castle, but several areas along the coast are vulnerable. Every facility within the coastal area has a certain level of vulnerability. But how do we ensure that we enhance the resilience of communities, resilience of infrastructure, resilience of assets within the coastal area? So it's all encompassing. But unfortunately, because we don't have a workable management plan for the coastal area, anything is just going on.
It was quite frightening. I was there, and the evidence is vivid and it's available. And we've taken up that information and working it around with the relevant institutions to see how it can be done. It calls for a stakeholder meeting where we will be able to judge all and then together find a solution to all that.
Other national landmarks, including the Independence Square, forts and castles, as well as UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the Volta, Greater Accra, Central and Western regions, are in danger of being claimed by the encroaching sea in the next century.
Sea defense is part of the physical constructions that can help mitigate the action. We normally want to rely on natural contributions towards the protection of the coastal line, but it must go hand in hand with the physical construction. That is how come the government has committed so much money and continues to do so to ensure the protection of the sea from destroying most of these facilities. As a nation, we have a situation on our hands, and I agree that something more concrete needs to be done in order to avert possible loss of these important historical monuments.
Man's activities, especially coastal sand mining, is waging war against nature. As long as the earth will have life, man's existence will deeply be knotted with the sea. Experts say that beach sand mining is an existential threat to Ghana's coasts. It's crucial for a multi-sectorial approach to tackling this catastrophe. Indeed, man has to learn to live with nature and not against nature. Amma has lived here with her family for 2 years. Her house is less than 50 meters from the sea. She's always lost in her own thoughts of safety. She's worried about the waves breaking down her house and killing her and her 7-month-old baby.
June, July, the non so taton kitten, and now with them, the baby no shed them. And say what them one, I mean, the meetings are then ye bing. When Procopan and Miss Solin and me pajama banner, minimum me no what them. When about Kusu ye, your flash, now yet even look at the fought about it to me, so point to me, you see. I say sea breeze na come mama na say and I me pega baby no and I do no question ma me fufuro bi dem when I want and be best me ye na say sa kwotena ho and they said them nyam shishi me nya sika ka metu Africa.
Amma is unable to afford rent elsewhere, so she has decided to risk staying here, praying for God's protection. But even in the glare of disaster, individuals still mind sun here.
Me feel rough on the muka say ma mu sa nyan nya sampu no ebeba no mu de mu dan mo na mpo ni mbra betu ye wa ha na no mu ni omukusu pa.
Some Shebu residents are blaming the construction of the Glefe Sea Defense for their woes.
No me wana can show you say to can we be no was sharing what you ne alone you ne can about me to you be to 22 when you to 22 ye be ni agbene we ye shipon ye se kwa organ short ni na agbago be she e bara ga che go to na ga aga fe ne get ne gemba koni agesa show na koni ndo aga fe pressure lo na agbago yawo she e bara ga na yin te fe mo gemba anye agete abako ni ebawo ni te na chie e afi pressure awe bi wo be e han ni kaji iso we no pressure di ona gaje fe magbe ono e bi e ke e ba bon tuji ekomo e ke ekomo tuji.
They are appealing to the government to extend the seawall to cover their area so as to reduce the impact of the rising sea levels.
Wo be bi ane ko te gbe fe ko fi amuni oje jole she will be here to be any. Will be here to you were assembly a beer, were MP a beer, were you look by community a beer. I mean, only I know she won't not only put enough fear away. Go be near fear to walk by me here, where you will be, where one pack back. Onupa no corner, be a me yamibuao, Conitania Bao, Conwana Bassafo.
But is sea defense the ideal solution to the impact of coastal erosion?
I've always been saying that sea defense is not the right approach in managing coastal, challenges, especially coastal erosion, because sea defense is basically fighting erosion, and you can't use an artificial means to fight a natural system. So for you to be able to fight a natural system, you must develop a natural means to fight the natural system. Artificial means can never and has never been the solution in fighting a natural system. So sea defense are always not a solution. Basically what we do with sea defense is that we either prevent the ocean from taking sediment away, or we block sediment within the transport part, the sediment transport part. We block and trap sediment so that we build beaches within where erosion is a problem. But in blocking sediment, you are depriving other areas of sediment. So basically what you've done is that you've transferred the problem from one location to the other. And that is why in some areas you realize that in Keta, for instance, sea defense is doing very well, but downdrift erosion has increased. Why? Because the volume of sediment that would have gone to build the beaches and gone to, create a balance in the sediment budget regime are now being blocked and trapped. So the reduced sediment will definitely have an impact, and these are some of the reasons why the downdrift side begin to erode if they are not eroding, or you have an enhanced erosion if they're already eroding. So to me, sea defense using hard engineering approach has never been a solution.